Hello, guys. All right. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, type A1. Hello. Hi, guys. Can you hear me okay? Oh, wow. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, even though we are in 2025, we have one more month to go because officially the year of the snake will come in on the 3rd of February. Okay, so we have the last month to go before we welcome the year of the snake. Now, those of you who are new to me, my name is Kenneth Wong, and I'm a consultant, coach, as well as a speaker at the Joyup Consulting Group. Now, welcome, all right, to a special segment hosted by the Joyup Feng Shui and Astrology Seminar 2025, the year of the wood snake. Now, how many of you here are coming to join us at the FSA in Singapore this coming weekend? Type a me. Right, type a me, whether you're logging in from Facebook, whether you're logging in from YouTube, right? Type a me if you're joining us. Okay, or maybe you might be thinking, oh, it's the weekend, I'm not sure, right? Stuff like that, right? Well, this special segment, right? We decided to do a special segment today because 2025 is a very, very special year. Okay, and this year, the Joyup Group, we are just doubling up our efforts, time. We blew the budget. We didn't care. Okay, because it is a very, very special year for all of you to join us at FSA this year. Now, some of you might be wondering, what's so special about this, Kenneth? Okay, is this like a clickbait kind of thing? Definitely no. All right. So thank you for joining us. And without further ado, let me introduce to you why it is so special for the year 2025. Can we have the slides, please? All right. Now, many of you here, right, would know that we have officially entered the new period called Period 9, right? Those of you who are absolute beginners or you're new to us, just some background information. Period 9 is a period that lasts for 20 years, and we started entering a new 20 years prosperity since 2024, correct? Last year. Okay, so normally when we move periods, you can look at it as the new trend, the new big wave. All right. This is talking about a time of women empowerment. Okay, this is a time of talking about technology breakthroughs. All right, that's why you have all the crazy adoption of AI, driverless cars, women leaders, politicians, and all that stuff, right? It's not a coincidence. This is just the influence of Period 9. Now, every single time when we shift periods, that means when we move from one big trend to another, the world sort of gets a little messy, right, guys? It gets a little messy. And the last time this actually happened was about 20 years ago. Okay, now, Period 9 is represented by the element of fire. Now, fire among the 5 elements, right, is the most disruptive and destructive element. It is also the element of transformation. Okay, so 20 years ago, when we shifted the trends, all right, the big energies, it was more sentimental. But this time around, when we enter Period 9, it's more the changes are more abrupt. Okay, a lot of industries, all the industries around the world will go through a major transformation, including every single one of our lives. Okay, well, just to give you guys some background information, right? COVID was part of the Period 9 transition. Look at how messy it was. Correct? Okay, so some of you here might be wondering, okay, Kenneth, you said that 2024, we have officially entered Period 9, right? Now, how many of you agree that 2024 was generally not too dramatic? Yes, there were some retrenchments here and there, right? There were some health scares, right? But it wasn't that serious. Generally, 2024 was pretty stable. How many of you agree with me? Yes, right? Yeah, correct. Because, all right, because 2024 was the year of the wood dragon, okay, as represented by the picture over here. Okay, it is just a bunch of firewood sitting on the land, all right, getting ready. That means 2024 was the year where the fuel for the fire to burn was getting ready. No burning yet. All right, no burning yet, guys. That's why in 2024, it was generally quite peaceful. All right, generally quite peaceful. All right, so why so special about 2025? Now, guys, 2025, 2026, and 2027 are your 3 years of animal science that represents the element of fire, or it represents the season of summer. Okay, which means the fire starts in 2025. Okay, when I say the fire starts, I mean the transformation that is going to happen throughout the world will start to gain momentum. Okay, so this is how it is. In year 2025, the wood snake, the smoke starts. All right, this is when the wood gets heated up by the sun and is starting to smoke. All right, that is 2025. That is the beginning of the transformation. Okay, now this is just the beginning because 2025 is very pinnacle for us to observe on the 2 crazy years of 2026 and 2027. Now, 2026, this is when it goes into a real bonfire. The entire forest fire starts. All right, it starts to spread, it starts to destroy everything in its path, right? So it's starting to transform the entire landscape of the world. Okay, it's starting to transform the entire landscape of the world. This is when the transformation reaches its peak. Okay, now remember, guys, this transformation lasts for 20 years. So this is the first wave. Okay, and the first wave always catches people, right, by surprise, because it is something that they have never experienced before. Because the last time we experienced a fire luck cycle, which is period 9, was 180 years ago. Okay, so none of us alive right now would be around to basically tell you what actually happened. Okay, then in 2027, that's when the first phase of the fire dies down. Okay, and basically you get to see the aftermath. Okay, guys. So now can you see why 2025 it is so crucial? Because in 2025 you either start on the right footing or you play catch up for the next ever changing landscape for the next 3 years. How many of you appreciate this importance now for 2025? Okay, tap on me. All right, tap on me if you understand the importance of 2025 starting on the right foot. Okay, if not, there's going to be a lot of time wasted playing catch up. All right, guys. Okay, so now what did the Joey Yap Consulting Group, or what did Dato' Joey decide to do? Now, for more than 20 plus years, okay, every time when he hosts a feng shui and astrology seminar in Singapore, for example, it's only for 1 day because it's just so expensive to do a live event, all right, at this kind of scale, all right, in Singapore, right, it costs 6 figures easily, okay, just to book the venue, right? But this time round, because of the nature of the 20 years energy, right, Dato' Joey says, spend the money, he doesn't care. Okay, so what are we doing? We are extending feng shui and astrology seminar, FSA 2025, over 2 days. Okay, this is the special thing that we are doing, all right, after more than 20 years. This is the first year that we are going to double, right? We're going to spend close to $500,000. We don't care. All right, we're going to spend $500,000 because Dato' Joey knows that he needs to provide as much information to you guys, because all of you guys are in different positions in life. All of you guys are in different states, right? Some of you are having a good time. Some of you are already struggling. Some of you had a really, a really challenging year in 2024. That was because of the period 9 transition. Okay, so Dato' Joey is going to give you a lot of information to get you on the right footing. Okay, so I'm not sure how many of you guys, okay, are coming, but let me just give you a bit of an introduction. All right, a bit of an introduction. Now, 2025 is the year of the wood snake. All right, and this is the parts chart. Don't worry about being technical, but there are some key insights, a big picture kind of information that we can derive from this, from the parts chart of the 2025 wood snake year. Okay, I'm going to give you about 6 key insights, big picture first, okay? And I'm going to let Dato Joey, elaborate way more, okay? I'm just going to give you the appetizer. First one, financial volatility, because the year is going to be weak. There's a lot of movements in money, in liquidity. So financial volatility in every area, not just the stock market. Okay, not just the stock market. We are talking about liquidity stuff. We're talking about anything dealing with cash flow is going to be very volatile. Okay, changes in jobs relevancy. Okay, I'm talking about not just about people losing their jobs. I'm talking about people deciding to quit themselves because they find that the nature of their job is starting to change, because the landscape is starting to change as well. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of job changes. Okay, the cost of living is going to start to increase. It's going to pick up momentum. Okay, it's going to pick up momentum for whatever geopolitical reasons, for whatever economic or financial policies, right? Basically, costs will start to go up again. A lot of people movement, right? Some of you here who are technical in parcel, we have a few sky horse stars inside the parcel chart, which means there's a lot of people movement. Now, this goes beyond just traveling for holidays. I'm talking about people giving up on their countries and migrating. All right, so you're going to see a lot of migration patterns happening around the world. Okay, there's also high competition and scarcity, right? High competition means if you're doing sales, everybody's fighting for that one customer. All right, if you're looking for jobs, there are lower jobs because a lot of business, especially traditional businesses, are starting to basically wind up. Okay, so resources are also getting scarce because of the higher cost. And finally, a lot of people say, can I please mention something about health? I'm really concerned about health. So the big warning sign that I've been talking for the last few months to a lot of people is respiratory issues. Okay, just a show of hands. Okay, I know I can't see your hands, but just type in the chat. Since November 2024, how many of you fell victim to flu, cough, any form of respiratory attacks? Type in the chat. Type a me in the chat. Any of you who got the flu and all that stuff, right? Okay, you see so many of you guys, right? So many of you guys. Exactly, right? Why? Because the energy of 2025 started to come in since November 2024. Okay, so because, okay, those of you who are technical, maybe a bit more information, the metal element is pretty weak in the chart. Metal normally represents respiratory. Okay, so that is why around the world, not just where we are, but around the world, a lot of people are having issues in this area of their health. All right, so you don't have to believe me. Look at the chat, guys. All right, it's happening already. Okay, so take it from me when I say that this new energy transition or this disruptive energy coming in is really, really serious, and it's pretty powerful. All right, because most people here feel it already. Okay, since November. Okay, now I'm not sure how many of you guys are coming to FSA, but just in case some of you forgot to get your tickets, okay, and there's no spare tickets around. There's no spare tickets around. Okay, I'm talking about those people who are in Singapore, living in Singapore, working in Singapore. You happen to, come to Singapore for a transit over the weekend, right? Scan the QR code if you want to stand a chance to win a VIP ticket worth 197 Singapore dollars. Okay, scan the QR code right now. Today, we can only give out to a maximum, okay, of 20 lucky winners. All right, guys. Okay, so scan the QR code right now and stand a chance. Okay, let's see how lucky you guys are in 2025, because this is the biggest Singapore FSA ever created. All right, with a lot of information coming your way. So if you haven't spent that money, scan the QR code, grab a chance. Okay, you never know. All right. All right, guys. All right. Cool. Excellent. Ken. All right. Now, please plot your parcel chart. It's time to get a little personal. Okay, since you know the 6 general big key insights that I can see. all right, where Dato Joey definitely sees, and he's going to see way more information. Because let me just give you guys some context. The way Dato Joey reads the annual outlook, he basically triple layers. Okay, at the very least, triple layers information. Number one, 八字. Number two, 奇门. Okay, the 奇门 dunja. And number three, feng shui. And then he gives you the insights of the annual outlook. That is really, really deep. Okay, guys? Okay, so please plot your puzzle chart right now, because I'm going to just quickly introduce you guys to the Grand Duke animal signs. You know, every year, right, whether it's wherever you are in the world, right, as long as you of some Chinese or Asian, you know, origin, you know what is called offending the Grand Duke, or what we call 犯太岁, okay, in Singapore. Okay, so based on the traditional people, 犯太岁 means I'm going to have a bad year. Not to worry if you attend this Facebook Live or this YouTube Live tonight, okay? So now after plotting your chart, you're going to see something like this, okay? Especially when you're new to us. What I want you to focus on is this blue box over here, okay? Which looks like this. This is what we call your natal chart. This is what we call the energy map, or your 8 characters chart. This is what we call your 八字 chart, okay? This chart stays with you for life, and it will never change. Okay, so where I want you guys to focus on will be this area over here. Every one of us would have 4 animal signs. Okay, 4 animal signs. Those of you who are familiar with us, if you're students of Joey Up, do not ask me about the 10-year luck cycle. Just focus on the 4 animal signs right here. Okay, and let's keep things very, very simple. Just look at your charts and see how many Grand Duke animal signs do you have. Listen, guys, the more Grand Duke animal signs you have, that means the repercussions, the ripple effects of the year is affecting you more. Okay, guys? Okay, so let's get started. If you have the snake, the pig, the tiger, or the monkey, you have the Grand Duke animal signs. Okay, now if you listen to old wise tales, every time when we have Grand Duke animal signs, the Chinese people especially, right, before the new year comes, right, they have to run to the temple. All right, they have to run to the temple, and they go, oh my goodness, I have to place my old clothing. They have to pray to a certain deity to ask them to forgive, to reduce the, you know, to reduce the fierceness of the Grand Duke. Okay, now that holds true. We don't judge religion because we respect religion. That is from a religious point of view. But in terms of metaphysics, it's nothing to do with religion. It's 100% scientific. Okay, which means it just means a lot of changes coming into your life in 2025. Okay, and a lot of changes are triggered because of the transition into period 9, the start of the transformative year. Okay, don't worry, don't cry. I know you have to pick the tiger and the monkey. Don't worry. Okay, just listen to me first. Okay, now a lot of people, when we talk about the Grand Duke animal signs, they say, Kenneth, tell me the bad stuff. No, I'm not going to tell you the bad stuff, because I'm talking about strategies here. So based on the animal signs that you have, you are able to tap into some help, some assistance, some unfair advantage to tide the year over, so that you can start on the right footing in this 3 years of massive transformation. Okay? All right. So let's start with the snake now. In 2025, it is the year of the snake, right? Now, that means the snake is the king of the year. All right. Another name for it is called the Grand Duke. Now, if you have the Grand Duke, do not worry. It's a very neutral change. Okay. But this change does require you to step up into a leadership role at the very least. Okay. If you don't step up into a leadership role, at the very least, you have to step up your efforts. Okay. Close to double. Okay. From what you were doing in 2024. Okay, this is called the Grand Duke. It's nothing bad. It's nothing uncomfortable. Neither is it overly joyous. It's pretty neutral. Okay, it just represents stepping up into the limelight. It gets uncomfortable if you're a bit introvert. It gets a bit uncomfortable when you don't like to lead, right? So you have to get used to it. Now, of course, the snake will come with his own sets of advantages or superpowers, okay? Duke's arrival talks about the power of leadership. Relief God, heavily relief talks about the power of problem solving. Now, normally we just need one of these guys, okay, to solve most of our problems. The fact that you have two this year represents that you have more problems to solve. Now, guys, relax, okay? More problems to solve means more opportunities to prove your worth. All right? A lot of times we make money because we successfully solve problems for other people. Okay, so the fact that you have problems to solve means you have opportunities. This is the reason why you're stepping up. This is the reason why you're willing to put in more effort. Okay, and golden carriage means you have abundant resources available to you to help you get to the next milestone. Okay, so those of you with the snake in your charts, it's time to step up. All right. How about the piggy? Right? Now, the pig, now a lot of people are worried, oh my God, right? Because the pig and in the year of the snake forms a clash. Now, when people hear clash, it has negative connotations. All right. That's the reason why I say, oh my goodness, it's going to be a bad year. I'm going to die, right? I'm going to lose all my money. No, right? No. Okay. Clash means a change, but the journey is a little bit uncomfortable. Uncomfortable meaning a bit more tiring, all right, maybe longer hours, make a little bit more sacrifices, right, a bit more pursuing, right? Basically, the journey is not going to be smooth, but it can be very rewarding because you are, okay, you are pursuing. Yes, I see my piggy friend over here. Not to worry, okay, not to worry. Yeah. Now, if you have the pig, this clash is actually good for you, okay? As much as what people say clashes are bad, it's not bad. Okay, but if you have the pig in 2025, you will be pursuing new opportunities, new money, new wealth. All right. However, here's the catch. In parts of studies, pig and snake clash is what we call the annoying clash. Okay, it's what we call the annoying clash. That means whatever that you're pursuing, the process of pursuing is pretty annoying. A lot of paperwork, a lot of red tape, jumping through hoops of inconveniences, for example, right? But generally, you are pursuing. That's the reason why you're willing to go through this annoying journey. Yeah. Now, the pig has the national treasure. Now, national treasure talks about elevating your position of authority. Okay. Sky horse is what we call the traveling wealth star. The more you travel, the more windows of opportunities will open up for you. So those of you with the piggy in your charts, remember to travel for work. Okay. Or at the very least, work with further away markets. All right. Now, month emptiness is a great problem solving star. Basically, you can compartmentalize and make the problems irrelevant. Okay, so Peggy talks about good problem solving, pursuing new wealth. Yes, the process can be annoying, but it can be very rewarding. So not to worry. Serene, you have two piggies. Okay, right? It's going to be a bit of a tiring year for you, but don't worry, okay? It can be very, very rewarding. Yeah? Okay. Now, okay, if you have the tiger, okay, if you have the tiger, you have a relationship called the harm. Harm means a mixture of emotions, right? For example, frustrations, anger, sadness, together with a bit of excitement, nervousness. Basically, it's a bundle of mixed emotions, right? So this normally talks about embarking on a new journey, on a new direction, going into an area that you're not too familiar with, right? So this is called a new start. All right, this is called a new start. All right, it does have a side effect of ungrateful punishment. Okay, I know this is when people go doom and gloom, right? Oh no, it's ungrateful punishment. People are going to betray me. All right, people are going to do bad things to me. No. Okay, ungrateful punishment generally just describes the activities that you might be engaged in. For example, because you are doing something new, right? As a result of that, you stop working with your old guys, for example, your old contractors, your old colleagues, right? Your old strategic partners. You move to a new area, okay, and you have new associates, you have new colleagues, and you have new people to work with, and you leave the old guys behind. On the surface, it looks as if you betrayed your friends, you left your friends behind for for a bigger reward. But this is just progression in life. All right, because you are pursuing something new. Okay, so not to worry. Okay, not to worry. All right, so it is a nervous new adventure. It is a discovery journey. You will be testing water. You will be going on a journey of trial and error. Okay, and there will be moments of underappreciation. It's okay. You don't need validation from other people to know your worth. All right. Now, those of you with the tiger, okay, Lady Luck is smiling down on you, okay, because don't tell people you have the tiger, okay, because people are going to be, that you are going to lose some friends. Why? Because you have the fortune virtue and the heavenly virtue. In my line of work, this is what we call dumb luck. All right. So dumb luck basically means without having to do too much. All right. Without having to do too much, luck just flows in your favor, right? When everybody is fighting for an opportunity, it gets delivered to you on a silver platter. When you need certain resources, without asking, people just come to you and just give it to you. All right. All you have to do is just think about it. This is called dumb luck. All right. Right. This is called divine luckiness. We kind of explain it as well. Every year, some people will just benefit from this. Okay. And of course, if that is not good enough, you have the prosperity star. Now, prosperity means abundance. That means whatever you need to get your life to the next level, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationship, whether it's about getting help, whether it's about getting guidance, right? Any form of resources, connections, resources, noblemen, right? Advice, right? Mentors, whatever you need, you have a lot of it around you. Okay. So whatever you did to achieve in 2025, don't be shy. Just look around and open your mouth and ask. All right. And if you have the monkey, right? The monkey is a bit busy this year, right? Because the monkey has 3 relationships. Number 1, 6 harmony. 6 harmony generally means the opportunities of the snake year in 2025 comes to look for you. Okay, comes to look for you. All right. But in order for you to grab hold of this opportunity, you have to approach your job, your market, the way you do things a bit differently. Because the monkey and the snake also has a secondary relationship called the destruction. Now, destruction means fast-moving changes. It also has a nature of restructuring. Okay. So if you want to grab hold of the opportunities, make sure you do things differently. And also it also has a side effect of ungrateful punishment, which also means, right, there's a high chance that you're going to be, dealing with a new group of people. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now, for the monkey, you have the Grand Duke combination. This is when the year's opportunities, the opportunities of the snake year comes to look for you. All right. Oops. Okay. You also have very strong different kinds of noblemen. All right. The situation is helping you. Real physical people are also available to help you as well. Okay. Why is that necessary? Because you have the moon. Now, the moon is the master of wealth creation because it's a learning wealth star. Okay, because you learn certain missing skill sets, you learn certain missing knowledge in order for you to discover new ways of achieving your wealth. You learn new ways of achieving the milestone that you're trying to achieve. All right. Okay. So those are the 4 Grand Duke animal signs. But those of you who are used to me doing this, right, I always have an extension version. All right. Now, the Grand Duke animal signs normally refers to animal signs that interacts with the animal sign of the year, which is the snake in 2025. So we also have the Grand Duke animal signs, but this time round is all about opportunities. All right. So again, the monkey is pretty busy. So you have the monkey, ox, and rooster. This year is fantastic for you. Okay. We have already gone past the monkey. So let's talk about the ox. All right. Now, the ox forms a 3 harmony combination. It talks about noblemen, chances of collaboration, but you are going to be a bit busy juggling with different tasks at the same time. You will be double hatting, triple hatting, trying to balance different milestones, KPIs, projects, campaigns. All right, in 2025. All right. whatever you do in 2025, make sure that it's different from 2024. Okay, because the elegant seal talks about a star of innovation and creativity. It normally indicates that whatever you're doing in 2024 is new as compared to in 2025, whatever you do is new as compared to 2024. Okay, so as long as you're doing something new, you're on the right path. Fortune nobleman. Fortune means getting what you want. Nobleman means helpful people. So you're going to have noblemen helping you achieve goals, milestones, different things that you're aiming for. Okay? Yeah. All right. How many of you here have the rooster? Now, the rooster also has a 3 harmony combination, but it has one additional thing compared to the ox. It has something called the hidden combination. What does this mean? Okay, same thing. It's a nobleman energy. You will be multitasking. You will be collaborating. You will be juggling with multiple tasks and KPIs and milestones. But you have one more additional advantage. It's called internal arrangements or private connections. For example, the chance might come as an internal transfer within your organization, or those of you who are looking for jobs, right? You might have the luck of your personal friends and family, sort of pulling some strings for you to connect you to a real opportunity or a new job. Okay, some of you might have already experienced this since November 2024. Okay, now for the rooster is fantastic. Now, golden lock means you are unlocking the golden chest. All right, that means it's a wealth opportunity. Okay, it's a wealth opportunity. 3 stages is a star of upgrading. Okay, it's a star of upgrading. So those of you who are like employees, right? Upgrading means potential promotion. At the very least, you are given additional roles to, sort of further expand your sphere of authority and influence. Those of you who are business owners, entrepreneurs, this talks about scaling up, okay, your operations, doing bigger business, all right, increasing your transactions. Earth relief talks about real estate luck. So, for example, buying a house, selling a house, building a warehouse, building a building, construction, renovations, ID, right? Anything that deals with a bit of construction, the land, all right, building and infrastructure, all belongs to the earth relief. All right. So those of you with the rooster in your charts, you have a bit of property luck, so to speak. All right. All right. And finally, General Star talks about the star of leadership. All right. So whatever that you guys are trying to pursue, make sure that you tell the market exactly what you're trying to achieve. Make sure you lead the way. You tell people the instructions. You tell people what's going on. You show people the direction. Okay. That is how you use the General Star. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so that's the Grandeur Animal Signs. But of course, doing this for years, I know there's going to be a bunch of you. How about me? You haven't spoken about my animal signs. Okay, so for completeness, let's talk about the remaining 5, shall we? This is called the neutral animal signs. Okay, basically, when you have one of these animal signs, certain parts of your life would more or less remain the same. Okay, would remain the same. Okay, just that we just have to take details from your good and bad signs for the year. So if you have the rat, okay, you have the Emperor Star, Dragon Virtue, and Jade Hall. This talks about generating value with added ideas and a pinch of additional leadership. And you have the Tai Chi Nobleman and the Sky Noble. This basically talks about divine nobleman situations that actually helps you. All right. The rabbit. Okay, the rabbit looks a bit pissed off in this picture. Why? Because if you have the rabbit in your charts, it means you have just stepped on the accelerator since November and everything started to accelerate in your career, in your life, in any area that you're focusing on. Okay, how many of you actually felt that way? All right, suddenly the deadlines just became shorter and shorter and shorter. Okay, that's why this is a bit of an energizer rabbit. Okay. Okay, because you have thriving, clan house, and 8 seats. This talks about progression through new knowledge and skill sets with increased visibility. So if you are an influencer, if you like to do social media marketing, this is great for you to have, all right, if you have the rabbit in your chart, because you have a lot of visibility. Okay? Yeah, nice. Okay, now the 8 seats, just as a word of precaution, is a double-edged sword. Okay, that means visibility is only good if you have something to brag about. That means you have done something well. Okay, but if you make a silly mistake, it will be seen as well. Okay, so as in the words of Dato Joey, be famous, don't be infamous. All right. Okay, those of you with the dragon, passing the baton. Yeah, so now the dragon, you have sky happiness, which means it's a celebration star. So if you have the dragon in your natal charts, come on. All right, 2025 can't be that bad, because something has to happen for you to celebrate, right? Right? Okay, and surpassing path and heavenly officer basically means, due to your past credentials, track record, past knowledge, past connections, anything from the past, it triggered a present opportunity that allows you to get supported by higher authorities, such as your bosses or your customers. Okay, so the dragon is pretty good. If you have the horse, now in 2024, the horse had a very turbulent time. Okay, but the horse in 2025 is fantastic. All right, with so many, auspicious stars, right? If you have the horse, you have the special ability to generate ideas that people are very receptive. Especially when you're able to sort of create these opportunities or these innovative solutions through new knowledge as well as networking opportunities. All right. So for the horse is fantastic. Finally, guys, you guys made it through 2024. All right. When 2025 comes, enjoy the year. And of course, you have Tai Chi nobleman, so you have heightened awareness. So instinctively, you are sharper. This year, those of you who are interested to increase or pick up a skill in metaphysics, you have this increased learning ability. All right, so you might want to consider taking up one of Joe Yap courses, right? For example. Okay, the doggy. All right, the doggy is smiling. Why? Because the clash year is over. Okay, so in 2025, the dog has survived the clash. All right, it has imperial advisor and monthly virtue. This talks about an elevation in ranking and remuneration potential. Okay, you can look at it as a potential promotion or a change of job role that is a bit of an upgrade. Okay, and you have a red matchmaker, which also talks about increased likability. All right, so you can use this to attract the better half, or those of you who already have a better half, right, use it for better networking and establishing better working relationships, especially with customers, right? Okay, now how many of you here have the goat? Because there's going to be a very special focus on the goat. All right, I have the goat as well. Now, just in case you have the goat, okay, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's not my fault, but I have to be the advocate of bad news. All right. The goat has zero. Okay. The goat has zero good stars. Nada. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Yes, all the inauspicious stars. What does this mean, guys? What does this mean? It doesn't mean that you're going through bad luck. It just means you're going through a year of no support. That means whatever that you're trying to do, most likely it can't happen because the year is not supporting you. Okay, the year is not supporting you. So there is no, it's very hard to achieve, okay, what you have set out to do. Okay. If you ask me, over years of observation, when you experience an animal sign that has no good stars, what does this mean? Okay, don't cry, relax, don't cry, right? You're here, all right? Don't worry, I'm going to give you the solution, all right? Okay, it means it's your year of no relevancy. That means the relevancy of what you were doing in 2024 has gone down to zero. Okay, for example, right? I used to do marketing. Then my company adopted AI, and now I'm no longer whatever marketing jobs that I'm supposed to do irrelevant. Understand? All right. So this is a result not of bad luck, but because of the changing landscape. Those of you with the goat in your charts, it means the transition of period 9 is starting to make certain areas of your previous work irrelevant. It can be irrelevancy of your connections. It can be irrelevancy of your job scope. It can be irrelevancy of your skill set or even your job role, for example. Okay. So what's the solution? A change is a must. Listen, guys, this is non-negotiable. I don't care how inconvenient it is. If you want 2025 to be a thriving year for you, you must go and look for changes to change what you were doing in 2024 to pursue new things. I don't care how big or how small the change is. As long as there's a change, you will be fine. You only get worried when no changes actually come into your life. Okay? Now, since the goat only has bad stars, so let's talk a bit about the bad stars. Funeral door and earth funeral. Health issues because of lower immunity. That means you are a sitting duck or you are a sitting goat, okay, for viruses. Okay? Great Shah, Flying Chase, Moon Shah, okay, talks about multiple problems coming to you if you don't change. All right? And leopard tail and separating age means offending people, not your fault, okay, but because you are changing. So a lot of people don't appreciate your change. And as a result of that, even though you didn't offend them deliberately, they somewhat will feel a bit offended. Okay, just because you start to move away from your own network, you start to move away from your old context, you start to move away from your own, community and your old job scope. All right, guys. So those of you with the goat, okay, how many of you are really worried though? Okay, type in the chat. How many of you actually are worried about having the goat because you have no good stars at all? Okay, and you know that I told you that a change is a must, non-negotiable. How many of you are worried that you are not able to change and 2025 is going to be a bit of a shitty year for you? Okay, how many of you are worried? Okay, type in the chat. Type a me in the chat. Okay, all right, Anne-Marie, nice. Worried, huh? Okay. This is not set in stone. I'm still getting approval from the management. Today is a special event. Okay, but if you guys are interested, if there's enough people interested to know how to jumpstart the dead goat, which is my specialty. All right. If you want to learn how to jumpstart the dead goat, can I show you guys maybe 3 a bit more advanced techniques? Okay, maybe tomorrow, same time, same channel. Are you guys interested? Then I'm going to start burning the midnight oil and I'm going to start putting together some slides for you guys. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? Yes? Okay, guys. Okay, so management, the people have spoken. Okay. All right. So we will organize another session, same time, same channel. Those family members or your friends with the goat animal sign, get them to attend tomorrow because it's not for the beginners. It's a bit more advanced, but I'm going to deliver it in a way whereby even beginners will receive good information from this. Okay? Is that all right? All right. Nice, guys. Okay, do you guys enjoy the short sharing I did for you guys? Yes? Excellent. Okay, now, just in case, okay, we discovered something very funny. How many of you here actually have one of these things? That means you guys actually have one of this. Okay, now, guys, when I ask a lot of my friends, my clients, everybody I know who loves Joey Yap, right? They say, "Oh, Kenneth, I have a ticket. I have a ticket." Guys, if you have one of this is not a ticket, just in case. All right, this is the funny part. This is what we call a redemption voucher. Okay, this is what we call a redemption voucher, where there is a redemption code. So please do not turn up to FSA this weekend showing this to one of the ushers. You are not going to be let in. Okay, you are not going to be let in. All right, so this is how you do it. You have the redemption code, and at the back of that redemption voucher gives you instructions on how to go online to redeem, okay, your ticket. Once you redeem your ticket, you follow the instructions. This is what you're going to see. All right, you're going to see registration successful for Feng Shui and Astrology Year of the Wood Snake 2025, and your e-ticket has been sent to your email, guys. Okay, that is the time that you have the QR code where you give it to the door usher and they're going to scan you in. Got it, guys? That's how you register. Don't come in with that redemption. Hey, I've got a ticket. No one's going to let you in, all right? So this is something that is a bit funny that has been going on, okay? So I thought it would be good for me to give you guys a bit of a friendly reminder. Please redeem your tickets tonight or today, or at least in the next 48 hours, please. Okay? Those of you who missed some certain parts of the presentation, not to worry. This is Facebook Live. This is YouTube Live. When we finish this session, you can repeat it as many times as you want, almost immediately. Okay, guys. Now, do not drag your feet to redeem. There is a deadline, guys, please. Okay, so the fact that you're attending this session with me tonight, please redeem it immediately after this session. Do we have a deal, guys? All right, I need you guys to guarantee yourself to have a seat in one of the biggest FSA events held in Singapore in the last more than 20 years, guys. All right? Okay, so just in case some of you are not as lucky to get the free tickets, and some of you might be wondering where to purchase, okay? Those of you who are willing to spend a bit of small money, all right, support the event a bit, we thank you. All right, you can scan the QR code over here and you can purchase the FSA tickets. Okay, now there are three categories just in case after you go in and you get lost. All right, there are three categories. The general category, whereby it's just the seat and attending the event. That's it. Okay, that's the VIP, which is our free giveaway when you scan the QR code just now. All right, when you register your interest, this is where it gives you the additional virtual workshop that I did, all right, called the December 八字 and Feng Shui Power Up. So those of you who like what I've just shared, this recording actually gives you a comprehensive breakdown covering the auspicious stars as well as the inauspicious stars. So some of you here might be more interested to know, tell me about the bad stars as well. This is where you get the information in the VIP section. Okay, especially if you like after the FSA, you might have some questions, because don't expect Dato' Joey to be overly detailed. He's talking to thousands of people. In KL, he's talking to more than 10,000 people. Okay, so the information given to you guys will be slightly more towards general, so that the general public can absorb. So if you guys have questions, there's also the post-event Q&A done via Zoom if you have the VIP tickets. Now, I have to apologize, okay? Normally, when you buy the VIP tickets, you will get an FSA limited edition cap, which is pretty cute, okay? But because the sales were so overwhelming, we are completely out of stock. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I hope that the management can reprint some, but there you go, okay? So or you can join the Ultimate Prime ticket, okay? So the Prime basically gives you the event, okay? Everything exclusive club lounge, all right? Your personalized 八字 reading and consultation, which is worth about $300, okay? And you have the 5 spokes of wealth workshop conducted by different consultants like myself and my fellow consulting team, my fellow colleagues, right? all fully qualified. Don't worry, yeah. Okay, so those of you who scan the QR code, these are the three options that you will see. Okay, those of you who are interested to purchase the ticket, you can scan the QR code over here. Okay, yeah. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys this coming weekend. Let me grab some questions here while you guys scan the QR code. Okay, let me see if there's any questions over here. Okay. Don't worry about the replay. It's on Facebook Live, so you can just keep going, right? Don't worry about it. Okay, that's the reason why we did Facebook Live, because you don't need to wait for the recording. It's available immediately. Yeah. Okay, guys. So how many of you here forgot to redeem? You thought that was the ticket. Come on. All right. Okay, Emma. What if my dragon is clashed in by my 10-year luck cycle? I heard it's going to be a bad year, clashed in. Don't worry, Emma. Okay, this is for the general public. I know the fact that you're asking this is a bit of an advanced question. Don't worry anymore. Okay. Any deeper technical questions you can ask us during FSA at the consulting booth. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. What's the redemption code for the free KL event? Well, you're going to have the same redemption voucher, but that voucher is for the KL event the following weekend. So you redeem it the same way via online as well. The instructions are behind the voucher, guys. Okay? Good. Okay. Are you guys clear, or do you guys need me to explain how to redeem the ticket again? Type a me, just in case. Okay, I'm okay. I'm all right. Okay, how many of you need me to explain how to redeem your tickets using that voucher that you guys have? Are you guys okay? Just look at the back of the voucher and follow the instructions. Okay, so Ellen, all right? Okay, no worries. Okay, so you have this thing over here, correct, guys? This is not a ticket. This is a redemption voucher. At the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see a code circled in the yellow circle, correct? Now, based on that code, you follow the instructions at the back of the redemption voucher, that same piece. Okay, follow step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Okay, after you do that, you're going to get a confirmation on a successful registration and your e-ticket. Now, this is the real ticket. Your e-ticket will be sent to your email. All right. So in the during the FSA, just show them the QR code for the ushers to scan your entry in. Got it? Yeah. Okay. How many of you would like the QR code once again to stand a chance to win a free ticket? Type a me right now. All right. Then I will flash it one more time. If there's not enough people asking for it, then I think you guys are fine. Okay. Right. Let me see. Yes. Unfortunately, FSA is a live event, so there is no online. We're not going to do a hybrid. Okay, we're not going to do a hybrid. All right. Again, those of you who just joined us or join us halfway, scan the QR code right now and stand a chance to win the Singapore or the KL FSA tickets. Of course, scan if you are coming to the Singapore one first, because it's this weekend already. Okay, we are only going to limit this to 20 lucky winners for the Singapore event this coming weekend. Okay, scan the QR code right now, and all your names will go into this box, this jumbo box of participants, and the team will pick out the top 20 lucky winners. Okay, now if you get picked and just say you need more than one ticket, just let the team know and they'll go back and see if there's any additional available ones. Okay, once again, we are only going to give this out to 20 lucky winners strictly. Once we hit 20, that's it. Okay, if you guys miss out, if you guys don't get selected, don't worry. Join us tomorrow, same time, same channel, when I'm going to do a shorter sharing on how to jumpstart the goat animal sign. We will run this one more time. Okay, so you guys can have a second chance at this. All right. Okay, so scan the QR code right now. Put in your name, your interest, whatever details that's required of you, and let's see how lucky you guys are. Okay, guys. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to leave this on. Would you guys like this page or would you guys like the QR code to purchase the tickets? You guys choose. Okay, type a 1 if you want this lucky draw. Type a 2 if you want the slide to buy the tickets. 1 or 2, type in the chat right now, and I'm going to leave it up there. Okay, guys. Okay, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. All right, 1 or 2. 1, 1. Alrighty. Okay. I'm diplomatic. The crowd has spoken. I'm going to leave this page. Quickly scan so that the team can. We are going to close this entry in the next 10 minutes so that the team can start, picking up the winners and they will contact you. Okay. The Singapore event. Okay. What's the difference? Okay. Good question here, Anthony. The Singapore FSA is different from the KL FSA. Okay. General information is true, but the Singapore FSA uses the Singapore birth chart. Okay, the Singapore birth chart, which is more relevant to the people who resides in Singapore. It doesn't matter whether you're a Singaporean or not. As long as you're staying in this country or you're doing business or studying here, you are influenced by the energy of the country. That's why Dato' Joey is going to use the Singapore birth chart. If you go to KL, okay, in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, he's going to use the Malaysian birth chart. So depending on where you conduct your business, your studies, your life activities, that is why he's conducting in both places. Got it, guys? Is that clear? Okay, so those of you who are residing in Singapore, join us this weekend. Those of you who are residing in Malaysia, join us the following weekend. Got it, guys? Excellent. Those of you who need the chance to try to win an expensive ticket, not the general one, an expensive ticket, please scan the QR code. All right, right now. Okay, good, guys. Now, nice. All right, cool. All right, guys. On that note, my name is Kenneth Wong, and those of you who are interested in jump starting your date goat, I will see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Take care.